Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Hannah. I moved into my first home last summer, so this is actually my first spring clean in this house, which I was very excited about. The sun was shining, I had some Easter decor to put out, and I feel like I got loads done, so come along with me while I spring clean my entire house. We're doing downstairs on the first day, upstairs on the next day. So I started off with a little bit of laundry. I actually squashed a blueberry on my sleeve this morning. This jumper was freshly washed as well, how annoying. So I quickly put a light wash on. I've never actually filmed one of these full clean with me videos before, so you'll have to let me know what you think of this format, because I feel like I am forever cleaning. Because I only live with my boyfriend and my little dog Sunny, our house doesn't really get messy and dirty very often. I'm sure it will change one day when we have kids, but for now we're kind of enjoying our dink era. Double income, no kids, you know how it is. Look how sunny it was the day I was filming this. I love that the weather seems to have changed in England now, and we are having blue skies, sun all day. It's still not the warmest, there's a little bit of breeze, but perfect for hanging your washing out. You know you're getting old when you're actually excited that you can put your washing outside rather than on the airer. There's the culprit. That's the blueberry I squashed on my arm this morning. I say our house doesn't get messy or dirty, but one thing that does build up is the sink. There is always washing up to be done. We are both big foodies in this household though, so I feel like the washing is pretty constant. Bowls, glasses, Tupperware, a lot of it does go in the dishwasher, but we tend to do all our kind of like utensils by hand just because we need them so often. The first room that I'm tackling today is the kitchen, and we are going full force. I've got my disinfectant spray out. I've actually moved the air fryer because I very rarely do this. It is a little bit shameful, but I mean, it's just one of those things, isn't it? How often is everyone moving their appliances off their side? I bought this disinfectant in Aldi a couple of weeks ago. It's the fresh linen one and it smells so good. We also keep this little clear glass chopping board underneath the air fryer just to kind of like protect the worktop. So I gave that a wipe down both sides with my window cleaner. We also have glass splashbacks, so I quickly did this while I had the window cleaner out as well. Again, this is another job that I don't do very often, cleaning the extractor fan. But to be fair, it looked fine to me. Like I said, we only moved in last summer and I actually renovated the entire house before we moved in. So all our appliances are new, which means that they haven't really had an excessive amount of use yet. I wipe down the sides. This is another job that we do every single day, pretty much after every meal. After we make lunch, after we make dinner, we just give it a quick little wipe down. Luckily, my boyfriend and I both have the same mentality when it comes to cleaning, and we're like, if you just do it little and often, it doesn't build up as much. Although one thing that did build up was the coffee machine tray. It looked disgusting, so I gave that a quick wash, put it back in its place and did the drying up. Usually we tag team this, so one of us will do washing, one of us will do drying, but Josh was actually working as I was filming this video. A job that I despise doing is cleaning the blinds, especially these ones that we've got in the kitchen, because they're actually like aluminium, they're not wooden, they're obviously quite thin slats, and I just find that the dust sticks to them. Although rookie error, I kind of briefly dusted them and then I damp dusted them, so everything that was left just got stuck on them. If anyone's got any advice on how to clean your Venetian blinds, please let a girl know. I use this Flash kitchen cleaner just to give all the cupboards a once over. Because they're gloss, you can see the fingerprints. It's not super bad though. I think because of the colour that I chose. This was called, I believe it was cashmere. The kitchen was from DIY Kitchens and I absolutely love it. But I'm basically just wiping over pretty much the areas that we touched the most, that get the most fingerprints, because like the top of the cupboards, for example, they don't need doing that often. The bottom section a little bit more so. If anyone's in the market for a kitchen at the minute though, I would genuinely really recommend DIY Kitchens. You can literally design your kitchen on their website as if you're like playing Sims. I spent far too long doing it, and I actually went up to their showrooms as well. It's in Doncaster and their customer service is unbelievable. You can sit down with someone, show them your design, and they basically give you advice on things you need to move around or different things they would advise, and it was so much cheaper than other places like Wren or Howdens. Honestly, DIY Kitchens, I'm an advocate for them. Anyway, after I hoovered and mopped, it was time to start the dining table. I wasn't really sure how to clean the fake flowers, so I just took them outside and gave them a little shake around, hopefully to get any dust off. And then again, I went in with my fresh linen disinfectant spray. This spray smells like spring to me. Don't get me wrong, I've loved all the winter scents, the cosy vanilla, the spices, but I'm ready now for just like something fresh. I gave all the dining chairs a quick hoover, and then something I've never actually done, I turned all the chairs upside down and hoovered thoroughly underneath the dining table. I kind of just do it around the chairs because our hoover is quite small and like compact. You can see it here, it's super easy to do even when the chairs are down, but I thought, you know what, we're going all out today. I'm going to mop under there as well. I don't love this mop. It's all right for like keeping on top of things, but I don't feel like it's a thorough clean. I'm still on the market for some kind of like thorough mop solution. So if anyone's got any recommendations, please let a girl know. Moving on to the living room, I started off with the media wall and pretty much just dusted it down. How cute is this frame that I made? I made this at Christmas. I made one for me, one for my mum, because we went to see Adele in Munich last year and it was one of our favourite weekends of the entire 2020 2024. When it comes to cleaning the media wall, I can't actually use any product on it because the shelves are spray painted, so I literally just give it a quick dust. I obviously take everything off to do this and dust everything individually. Those photo albums that I just showed, by the way, they are photo albums that I made of my entire life from the minute I was born up until, I would say up until now, but I haven't updated it for a while. I definitely need to do that. Maybe up until I was like 20, I want to say. It takes some time, but I think it would be so nice to look back at them, like when I'm an old lady in my little rocking chair, to look back at all the photos of my life. I'm just using my little flash duster. I do really like this because you can just take the head of the duster off and replace it with a new one, so it feels much easier to keep it fresh. The most difficult part of doing this is remember where everything goes. Although to be fair, I'm always moving stuff around on the media wall, trying to decide what looks best where. I think I've cracked it. I say that until next week when I decide to move everything again. You know you're really going all out when you even pull out the sofa. Because we don't have a hallway in our house, we have a little porch, but then you walk straight into the lounge, so I do feel like sometimes we bring some of the dirt in from outside. Not massive amounts because we do always take our shoes off, but just like when guests come round and stuff, I'm not going to be that person that makes everyone take their shoes off the second they walk in. Luckily for me, my boyfriend really enjoys hoovering and he does it most days on his lunch break. But yeah, like I said, we're going all out today, pulling out the sofa, hoovering behind there. Our little side tables as well, I do love them. The only thing I'll say is that the black shows up dust immediately, and because we live in a village, we are surrounded by fields, so the dust from the fields, I feel like it is constantly forming just a layer over all our furniture. So I do have to do the black side tables quite a lot, but I don't really mind. And then by this time, the washing machine was beeping at me, and look at this, the blueberry stain completely gone. Thank the Lord, because I absolutely love this hoodie. I took this outside into the garden to hang it up again. And by the way, excuse the fact that the back of the house looks like it's cracking. They are just surface level cracks. I do want to get it rendered this year and change the colour of it. It's too yellow for my liking. I want like a nice cream render on the back of the house. Anyway, back into the lounge. I pulled up the rug and the little layer underneath, which basically stops the rug moving around. Pulled out the second sofa and I couldn't believe the grime behind here. I feel like I've done this one fairly recently, but it's just the dust particles and the little bits of dirt. I think I last did this, I want to say in December, or maybe just before we put the Christmas tree up. So it has been a little while. I just mopped behind there and then I took full advantage of the rug being up and did the entire floor of the downstairs. When we were renovating, we decided to put the same floor in all throughout downstairs just to make this process really easy and to kind of like open up the house and the layout of the house, I guess, because it's not a big home, but the fact that the flooring is the same throughout definitely makes it feel more spacious. Here you can see me just moving everything out, dusting everything off, even the coasters. It feels like a lot of effort before you do it, but it's actually such a quick job to move everything. I always put it off because I feel like it's going to take ages, but in reality it's literally about 5 minutes. By the way, in the mop I've just got a flash floor cleaner with some boiling water. I don't think I'm supposed to put boiling water in the mop, but I always do. I feel like it helps disinfect everything. Anyway, I'm laying the rug back down, and this little layer underneath, this sticky layer, I would 100% recommend one of these if you've got a rug that moves around and drives you insane. I think it was from Dunelm, but I'm not too sure. You can probably get them on Amazon. They are super cheap, and when I tell you it does not budge, I truly mean that. I think it would drive me insane if the rug moved around too much. I gave it a little spray with some Carpet Fresh 101. I love the scent of this. I've always used this one. I think it's like the orchid scent or something like that. Oh, there we go. I just showed you the floor cleaner that I was using. Probably should have done that in the beginning. Never mind. Like I said, it's my first clean with me. I'm learning, guys. And this was the lounge, feeling all nice and fresh. You know you've finished a room when you've got the candle burning. But then I remembered I had some Easter decor, only a few little bits, so I decided to put these up on the media wall. I got all of these bits from Home Sense. I think they look so cute. I don't really celebrate Easter, but I'm here for any kind of decoration. We've got this little window halfway up our stairs, which is so nice for letting light in actually, and I just gave everything a dust down, gave the orchid a dust down. I love our orchid. I can't believe I've managed to bring it back to life. Someone told me that if you put 2 ice cubes in it a week, give it a little mist, it will come back to life. And it has. Call me a plant mum. Right, day 2, and we are moving on to upstairs. I started off with our bedroom and I started with dusting down the bedside tables. These are definitely the surface that collect the most dust. I have no idea why. Probably from the fields that are nearby, like I said, but I just feel like it builds up particularly quickly on our bedside tables. This is the book I'm currently reading, The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I've only just started it, but it seems pretty good so far. I've finished The Housemaid and I finished The Crash by Frida McFadden, and I really enjoyed both. This is my boyfriend's bedside table. I got him this little Lego version of us when we very first got together. I can't believe he's still got it, but he keeps it on his bedside. And then this is a job that I am ashamed to admit I very rarely do, cleaning the windows. I absolutely hate doing this and I have no idea why, because I do actually find this cleaner really good and really satisfying. I think I got it in, I want to say Poundland or maybe Asda, I'm not sure, but I would recommend it. I know a lot of people use like white vinegar or something, but I can't stand the smell of it. So giving the windows a little spray down and a little wipe over with kitchen roll. I really need to find a window cleaner to do the outside because I still haven't done that, and we've been here 8 months now. The windows are starting to look a little bit grubby on the outside. We don't keep anything on our bedroom windowsill just because we have a blackout blind that comes down, so it would just get in the way if there was any decor on there. But at least it's super easy to wipe down. We've also got these chests of drawers in our bedroom, and again, we don't really put a lot of stuff on top of here either. It's quite handy to have this space for like putting clothes away after you've done laundry. But again, got my good old disinfectant spray and I am wiping everything down. Ornaments, photo frames, all included. And then I was not prepared for this. I decided to wipe the top of the telly. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that amount of dust. For such a thin telly, that was quite a lot. Look at Sunny sat on the bed there, like the diva she is. Although she's soon going to move when she notices that I'm hoovering, because she does not like the hoover. Way too scary. To be fair, this hoover, it is quite loud. It's so good though. It's the Shark Power Detect upright corded vacuum, and we switched from a cordless to a corded for upstairs, and because all the carpets were new when we moved in, it picks up so much dirt from the carpets. They're quite a thick pile, so we wanted something a little bit stronger than our cordless Shark, and I would highly recommend it. Moving on to my office space, and while I had the hoover out, I moved everything up off the floor and gave it all a once over. This is another job that gets done fairly regularly, I'd say. Although I don't normally move this mat out of place, I kind of just hoover around it. I can't lie though, it seems like a good idea to have a mat under your desk, and it is. It definitely protects the carpet, but it drives me insane the amount it moves around. After I cleaned my mirror, I started to move everything back into its place and put a little bit of carpet fresh down as well. This room was definitely overdue a clean. Although I'm kind of oblivious to it in here, I'm not gonna lie, because when I'm in here I'm working, I'm concentrating. It wasn't until Josh came and sat in my office the other day and he was like, mate, you need to clean this. It was so dusty. So I've done this fairly recently just because I felt the shame when he said that. But still, I decided to move everything out, clean behind my Mac, clean my keyboard, clean literally every single item on this desk. I also do my makeup at this desk, so there's often little bits of makeup on it. I clean my mirror as well. This actually lights up, and I do use the lights on it more than I thought I would. There they are demonstrating for you as I accidentally touched the buttons. I gave the other side of the room a hoover. This room is quite a weird shape, so you kind of have to do it in two halves to move everything around. A little bit more carpet fresh, never hurt no one, and then I moved on to the bathroom. Although I'm not gonna lie, I literally deep cleaned the bathroom last week, so I didn't need to do much in here, but I thought I'd show you what's in my bathroom cleaning caddy, because I keep this upstairs purely because I know then I'll clean the bathroom more often. If I've got everything upstairs and ready to hand, there is literally no excuse. This Flash bathroom cleaner, this one's my favourite for doing like all over the tiles. Some Mr. Muscle window spray, a toilet cleaner, some Sillet Bang and some Viacal, both for the lime scale around the taps. I live in Essex and we have really hard water here, so that is definitely needed more often than I would like to use it. And then by keeping everything up here, I know it's really lazy, but I just clean the bathroom more because I haven't got to go downstairs to get everything. I'd highly recommend putting together a little basket like this if you struggle with cleaning the bathroom. One thing that I didn't do on my deep clean though was the shower screen. We do wipe it down after every shower with like a shower squeegee, but it just needed a good old deep clean of some Flash bathroom and some window spray. It's still not perfect, I'm not gonna lie. There's still streaks on it and I don't really know how to get them off. I honestly wiped this down for so long with kitchen roll and it's still not perfect. Hopefully one day I will perfect that though. But that brings us to the end of my deep clean. The last thing to do is empty both the hoovers. First up, the cordless one. This is the one that we use for downstairs. I know I'm using my fingers to get that out. It is a bit disgusting watching that back. And then this is the one upstairs. This was full. I could not figure out for the life of me how to get to the filter though. Watched a YouTube video. Turned out it was actually really simple. There's just two little buttons and it pops right open. But I hope you enjoyed this clean with me. If you did, please do give this video a big thumbs up and let me know if you'd like to see more of these, because like I said, I am forever cleaning. Do subscribe to see my future videos. Stick around, join the fam. If you made it to the end of this video, please do leave this emoji in the comments down below, and I know you watched the entire thing. But anyway, have a lovely week and I'll see you again next Sunday for another little video. Bye guys, love ya.